Yes, please ask your friends to join as fast as possible. Good evening. Once again, we are gathered here today to discuss the MCQs and objectives on the design of hydraulic structures. On the design of hydraulic structures. So, I have been drawn the number of objectives, number of multiple choice questions from various resources. And I am damn sure that it is going to helpful to you all, either if you are preparing for the final examinations or for the competitive examinations. So let us wait for a minute and then we'll start immediately. So, without wasting much time, let us start up with our today's session. Before starting, once again, let me make the things clear that these are the series of live sessions where we are going to discuss the MCQs of so many subjects. This is the second session for the subject of DHS. Still one or two sessions I will take for the subject of design of hydraulic structure. So, please, if you like my channel, share it, subscribe it and recommend it among your friends so that each and everything will be reached up to each and every needy student throughout the state and nation. Let us start part 2. So in the part 1 we have been discussed regarding the introductory part of the subject. We are continuing with the same. Objective number 1. Let us focus on the objectives. I feel is it visible? Yeah. In Schwedip's slip circle method, potential failure surface is assumed to be circular, rectangular, conical, cylindrical. Give your opinion in the chat box, please. Let us see the answer. Answer key is cylindrical. The answer key is cylindrical. It's not circular, it is cylindrical. So next is factor of safety is the ratio of. Second objective is factor of safety is the ratio of. Please call your friends, intimate them on the WhatsApp that session is already started, and let them join as fast as possible. Factor of safety is the ratio of resisting moment to actuating moment, self weight of the dam to horizontal water force, both of A and B. Yes, the answer is both A and B. Here the answer is C. The answer is C. Both of the above. Next objective. Factor of safety must be greater than. Factor of safety must be greater than. Put up in the chat box, please. Fast. B is the right answer. B is the right answer. Resisting moment of resistance is calculated by shearing resistance upon distance multiplied by distance plus distance or 2 times distance. What will be the answer? Put up. The resisting moment is calculated by put up your answer. B. B is the right answer. B is the right answer. Next, pressure exists in the water. Pressure in the pores of the soil is called as uplift pressure, gravity pressure, pore pressure, all of the above. Write your opinion in the chat box. Fast. And put up your opinion in the chat box so that I can move. answer is C, is the right answer, and that is pore pressure. It is pore pressure. Select the test condition for stability analysis of the dam. Upstream and downstream slope during the construction is to be checked for the safety. Downstream slope during steady seepage should be checked. Upper slope during the sudden drawdown should be checked. All of the above. Put up your opinion fast. Chat box. I am waiting for your reply in chat box. D. So the right answer is D. Development of pore pressure depends upon. The development of pore pressure depends upon water content, property of soil, height of dam, rate of dissipation occurs through drainage. The development of pore pressure depends upon. Put up your opinion, and the answer is all of above. All of above, because it depends on water content also, property, what is the property of the soil, what is the height of the dam, that too matters, and rate of dissipation occurs through the drainage. When the reservoir is full, the mass, soil mass below the phreatic line becomes unsaturated, dry. Option 3 is remaining, and saturated. Here you can see the answer is saturated. The answer is saturated. Next, the value of pore pressure may be determined by drawing streamline, equipotential line, flow net, all of the above. The value of pore pressure may be determined by drawing. Put up your options over here. Put up your options over here. Write your options in chat box. So all of the above is not the right answer. Right answer is C. Flow net. We have to draw the flow net. Only streamline will never give, only potential line will never give. We are supposed to draw the flow net, and that will give us the value of the pore pressure. For the upstream slope, the critical condition occurs when suddenly empty, reservoir is full, reservoir at normal pool level. Read the objective twice. Put up your answer. Answer is B. The answer is B. The factor of safety for stability of downstream slope under steady seepage should be at least 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the answer? Answer is 2. The factor of safety for stability of downstream slope under steady seepage should be at least 2. It's 2. The factor of safety for the point of maximum shear stress will be the next objective. Put up your opinion over here. The factor of safety for the point of maximum shear stress will be F is equal to tau F upon tau max. The factor of safety for maximum intensity of shear stress for the stability of upstream slope during sudden drawdown should be greater than Write your answers in chat box fast. Here, these all are the tricky questions which you have to keep in your mind. The answer is 1. The answer is 1. Next question. The overall average factor of safety F against the shear in foundation should be greater than, overall factor of safety should be greater than almost 1.5 times. It is in generalized format. So the answer is 1.5. Ask your friends to join as fast as possible. For this, just put your opinion in chat box. Detailed cost estimation must be required. Modification of the design in order to meet minimum stability requirement is required. An analysis of the safety of trial design is to be carried out. All of the above. The answer is all of the above. You all are requested to put up your stand over here in chat box. select the wrong statement out of following with respect to design of the earthen dam section while finalizing the design of foundation. Wrong statement. While we are finalizing the design of foundation, at that time, designer has to select broader dams with flatter slope to observe low shear strain in the foundation. For soft foundation, designer has to think about embankment settlement. For pervious foundation, blanket is not provided for seepage, and if there is an existence of loose sand, foundation liquefaction problem may arise. Here there is no option of all. So C is the right answer. C is the right answer. To overcome wave action, the slope in upstream should steep, horizontal, flatten, answer key is flatten. Next, generally the upstream slope in the embankment is provided as the upstream slope in embankment dam is provided as answer is 3:1. Upstream slope in embankment dams you have to keep in your mind as 3:1. Generally, downstream slope in the embankment is provided as one is to 1, 1.5 is to 1, 2 is to 1, 2.5 is to 1. I am waiting for 5 seconds. So the answer is D. The answer is D, and that is 2.5 is to 1. Water may seep in earthen dam through the body of the dam, through its foundation, both A and B. C. The answer is both A and B. Next objective. Select true statement out of following for adverse effect caused due to seepage in embankment dam. First one is, it will not cause piping through the dam. It increases the stability of the slopes. Cause loss of water to some extent. All of the above. What is the answer? The answer is to certain extent. Next objective. The seepage control through the embankment dam can be carried out by providing rock toe, horizontal blanket, downstream core section, chimney drain, all of the above. The answer is all of the above. Here you can see the answer key, that is all of the above. The students who will be joining this live session, to them only I am going to share the link of the quiz. Seepage control through the foundation can be carried out by providing impervious cutoffs, upstream impervious brackets, relief wells, downstream cement berms. So answer is all of the above. Good. The layer of dump stone is called. The layer of dump stone is called rock, rip rock, rip rap, rap rap. Give your opinion for this. Someone is telling rip rock. What about the others? The answer is rip rap. Next objective. The rock fill dam is generally cheaper than concrete dam. True, false, maybe. So let us see the answer, and the answer is true. The possibility of battlement of rockfill dam is settlement of rockfill dam is during construction due to weight of the rockfill, after construction due to thrust of the water, and both of the A and B. Here the answer is C, both A and B, because it can be having settlement due to its weight, and it may having the settlement due to thrust of water. So here the answer key is C. The next objective. the height of Grand Dixon Dam in the Switzerland is. So now onwards the objectives of gravity dam starts. Now onwards the objectives of gravity dam starts. The height of Grand Dixon Dam is. Write your opinion in chat box fast. The height of the Grand Opinion Dam is 284 meter. Height of Bhakra Dam is 226, 36, 46, 56. It must be 226 meter. So let you check. It is 226 meter. 226 meter. The ratio of base width of the gravity dam to its height is always. This is specifically designed for gravity dam. So the ratio of base width of gravity dam to its height always equal to 1, less than 1, more than 1, 1.5. Let's check the answer. It is always less than 1. Following is not the force acting on gravity dam. Water pressure, it is acting on that. Uplift pressure is acting on that. Sill pressure is acting on that. Rain pressure is not acting. So the answer is rain pressure. The seeping water exert an upward force at the base of the dam is called wind pressure, wave pressure, water pressure, uplift pressure. So according to me, it must be uplift pressure. Let us see what is the answer. And the answer is uplift pressure. Once we are reading the objective, try to put up your stand in chat box. Next, the drainage galleries are provided to increase uplift pressure, neutralize uplift pressure, remove silt from seepage, decrease uplift pressure. It is required for the decreasing of uplift pressure. So answer is D. Here you can see the answer is D, uplift pressure. Next objective is foundation galleries are provided to inspect the foundation, drain water percolating through the dam and foundation, reach a drainage gallery, and to maintenance of the turbine. Foundation gallery, why it is provided? So B is the answer. to drain water percolation through the dam and foundation? So let us see. The answer is drain water percolation through dam and foundation. Next objective is the average value of percentage of acceleration due to gravity for high dam in seismic zone is 0.1 to 0.15 is the right answer. Remaining all are wrong. 0.1 to 0.15 G is the right answer. Next objective is IS 1893 1975 recommends seismic coefficient method for dam up to 100 meter and spectrum method for the dam having more than 100 meter. So the answer is C. So the answer is C. Both A and B. Because up to 100 meter seismic method is used, above 100 meter spectrum method is used. Okay. Next objective, wave pressure does not depends on. Wave pressure does not depends on. So let us check. Wind velocity, yes, it depends on that. Wave height, yes, it depends on that. Shape of reservoir, yes, it depends on that. Downstream slope of the dam is not the answer. Is not the appropriate answer. So your answer must be D. Check it out and put up in the chat box. So it is D. Next objective, under ordinary condition the value of ice pressure is considered for design as 15 ton per meter square, 25 ton per meter square, 100 ton per meter square and 150 ton per meter square. The answer is 50 ton per meter square. So let me check it. It is 50 ton per meter square. Next objective, the gravity dam may not be failed by seepage, overturning, sliding, crushing. We have never heard that any gravity dam got failed due to seepage. So not is the important word what we have to keep in our mind. So the answer is A for this case. You can see. I request remaining all students to put up your opinion in the chat box. The gravity dam may not be failed by seepage. It may be failed due to overturning, it may be failed due to sliding, it may be failed due to crushing at the toe. The factor of safety against overturning is righting moment upon overturning moment, righting moment into overturning moment, righting moment plus overturning moment, none of the above. The answer is obviously the one, because it is always the ratio There is nothing to do with the multiplication sign, plus sign, and none of the above. So in this objective we are supposed to opt out the writing moment upon overturning moment. So that is going to be your right answer. Next objective is factor of safety against the overturning for the gravity dam must not be less than 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. So the answer is So the answer is 1.5. This is a kind of repetition of the objective. Just few objectives back we have seen this kind of objective, 1.5 only. The resistance against the sliding may come due to may comes due to friction alone, friction and shear strength, and both A and B. Put up your values there and then I will move further. Put up your values, everybody. The answer is C, very good. Good. The factor of 60 against sliding must be greater than. See, here one thing we should be very clear in our mind, that no factor of safety must be less than 1. So 0.25, 0.5, there is no scope for that. Yes, 1 and 1.5. So 1.5 will be too much, and that is how 1 might be an appropriate answer. See, logically the answer is 1. Next, crushing failure occurs in gravity dam at top of the dam. Not possible. Upstream face of the dam, not possible. Downstream toe of the dam, we have to think for that. And all of the above cannot be possible, because crushing failure might be occurring at some place, not everywhere. So put up your opinion over here. Crushing failure occurs in the gravity dam at downstream toe of the dam. Yes, very good. Right answer. The eccentricity E is equal to B by 6. The normal stress at heel will be equal to, the eccentricity E is equal to B by 6. The normal stress at the heel equal to zero. The answer is 0. Simply, answer is 0. This is what you have to. At the heel, it will be always 0. The permissible value of the crushing strength of concrete is generally taken as 1000 kilonewton per meter square 2000, 3000 and 4000. What will be your answer? Our answer will be 3000 kilonewton per meter square. 3000 kilonewton per meter square. The resultant of the forces acting on the gravity dam should always lie within two-third, two-quarter third, middle third, all of the above. So your answer will be, just type in the text box, chat box, what gave the answer. The resultant of all the forces acting on the gravity dam, what would be your answer? Middle third. The answer key is middle third. Okay. Next question. Negative value of stress at heel cause tension, compression, torsion, bending moment. The negative value of stress at heel cause what? Tension. Negative value of stress at heel cause tension. Stability analysis for gravity dam is not carried out to check stability against. It is carried out for overturning, sliding, compression. We never heard the word torsion, so here answer is torsion, D. You can see the answer is torsion. The stability analysis for the gravity dam is carried out by gravity method, trial load twist method, slab analogy method, lattice analogy method, and all of the above. So the answer is all of the above, because these all are the methods which is used for carrying out the stability analysis for the gravity dam. So next objective is, the elementary profile of gravity dam will be equilateral triangle, rectangle, right angle triangle, none of the above. The elementary profile of the gravity dam will be, it will not just like equilateral triangle, it will not just like rectangle, it is right angle triangle. So C is the answer. You can see this. Put up your opinion in the chat box, everybody. Only 2 people are putting up, 7 people are live. What others are doing? Try to attempt it. In gravity dam, for the reservoir full condition, the basic width of the dam is governed by stress criteria, stability or sliding criteria, both A and B. So let us see. The answer is both A and B. Next objective, the maximum normal stress equal to 2W by B in case of gravity dam acts at maximum normal stress, where it acts at heel it was 0, so it must be at the toe, so yeah, it is at heel. The practical profile of the gravity dam is not same as that of elementary profile due to provision of top width of the roadway, additional load due to roadway, providing freeboard avail spilling to avoid spilling of the water from upstream, all of the above. Answer is all of the above. Freeboard in the gravity dam is generally provided as 2/3 of HW, 1/2 of HW, 4/3 of HW. The answer is three by two. The answer is 3 by 2 HW. Generally, top width of the gravity dam is carried out as 6 to 10 meter, 14% of the head, square root of h, where h is equal to height of maximum water level, and all of the above. Just type your opinion for this objective in the chat box. Top width of the gravity dam is carried out as D. D is the right answer because these all are the thumb rules to decide the top width of the dam, gravity dam. If the height of the dam exceeds more than somewhat of meter, the dam is termed as high dam. 70, 80, 90, 100. Put up your answer. 90, yes, good. 90 is the right answer. Here you can see inspection galleries are provided in the dam. For drain of seeping water, providing space for carrying pipes during post cooling of concrete, drilling and grouting of the joints, next just put up your opinion in the chat box. Yes, D, all of the above. The answer key is all of the above. Joints in gravity dam is classified as construction joints, contraction joints, or both A and B. Put up your opinion. These are the both the types of joint which is available in the gravity dam. So answer will be C, both A and B. Shear keys in the gravity dams are provided for to avoid differential settlement of the concrete blocks, provide passage for the seepage water, open the airspace between the blocks, and all of the above. Shear keys in the gravity dams are provided for which reason? Put up your answer in chat box. Type your option A, B, C, D in chat box. All objectives are not designed to have an answer of all of the above. Think critically. Try to think that what is the function of shear key. Shear key holds the blocks together, and due to that we may avoid the differential settlements of the concrete block. So here the answer will be A. Filling the voids and cracks in foundation with the cement water mixture under pressure is called plastering, ultra concreting, grouting, all of the above. Grouting. Good. The answer is grouting. In gravity dam, grouting holes are generally drilled up to depth of 5 to 10 meter, 10 to 15 meter, 15 to 20, 25 to 30 meter. Just think logically and put up your opinion. Write in the chat box fast. Write in the chat box. 10 to 15 meter is the right answer. Yes. Right answer. Grouting is done under the pressure of about 35 to 40 Newton per cm square, 35 to 40 kilonewton per cm square, 35 to 40 Newton per meter square, and 35 to 40 Newton per millimeter square. Right answer is B. Answer is A. So that was the last objective. As this is being live,